Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the heck it is. Hi, everybody.
Morning, Don.
Hi.
Good evening.
Glad you're here. Over here and get to the page. Anybody have any questions? Because this will be our last time that we're together here. So if you have a question about photography or Project 52 or anything, now's a good time to ask it. And meanwhile, I will get over here to our pictures. And here we go. Switch this out here. Get that here. And this was just for fun, so we don't have a bunch of critique going on here because these are your self-portraits, but it's really neat to see what people did. Love that.
I thought it was quite addicting. Like I had one idea and I kind of it worked. And then I'm like, well, let me try this. And oh, let me try this. And
Yeah.
2 hours later.
Boy, hold on, guys.
I had the opposite response to it.
First one up here is Mike Moore, and I apologize for everything looking like it's running really slow because it looks like it's running really slow to me. Is Mike here?
Hi, Don.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Excellent. How are you today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. This is fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Having a serious discussion with my camera.
Yeah.
Kind of going through. The whole idea was just talking to it and letting it know we've got this. You know, we're gonna come out of this real well. This whole pandemic thing. So.
Okay. And how are you doing there in your area?
Encinitas. Yeah, very good. Very good. Everything's wonderful.
Good. Good. Oh boy, guys. Sorry. Having some terrible issues with my computer, so hang tight. I launched Adobe InDesign about 20 minutes before this class, and it just opened up.
Oh, jeez.
So I have to figure out what's going on with that. Why did you choose black and white, Mike?
Color just didn't need to be there. It was just me and a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Simplified everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I'm that way about black and white. I mean, sometimes I don't want color.
Right.
Because color makes it too either real or it just adds something to the picture that I don't want. And I love black and white photography. And I wonder if we had never had black and white photography at the beginning, if we'd never had, somebody had just discovered color film, would there still be monochrome images? I think there would be. I think there would be. I think there's enough, like pen and ink and pencil drawings and everything. There's enough desire for that monochrome that it would work. Very cool.
Yeah. Thank you. That's the first time I've used 3 lights.
So you got a light. You got a light coming this way on the face.
Right.
You got a light coming back this way on the back of the head.
Right.
And you got one right on the top.
I got one over the top with a grid that's putting light on my shoulder.
Oh, okay, over here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I had 10-degree grids on the lights opposite. So I'm kind of forward of that camera so that the back spotlight over my head is hitting my back shoulder and the camera. And then I have a big deep dish zoom reflector on the left. looking at my face. So
Very cool.
yeah, it was fun. It was,
Yeah. And it's interesting how you're lit here, but the camera isn't.
yeah, just the very back of the camera, you could see a little light coming off of
Mhm.
it. But
That's clever, Mike. Good shot.
thank you very much.
Yeah. Could be a kind of a nice promo piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. This is your,
That's my get up.
all right. What's that camera you're shooting with there?
I'm shooting with 50 millimeter Mark IV, 5D Mark IV
Okay.
to the left, and then that camera, that one there is another Mark IV. That's the one I'm looking at.
Okay. Is that a white camera?
No, it's very bright. There's a window light on the right that was coming in
Oh,
when I
okay.
took this picture. Yeah, it's black.
Okay. I was hoping that Canon wasn't going to introduce the white camera body.
Oh no.
If I want a colored camera body, I want Ferrari red. That's it. Arnold.
Hi, Don. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. All right, so I started that with the one in the comments, right? I started to do that. And the problem with that is people liked it, but I felt that it was too close to the sharp shadows assignment. So I had to do this one
Okay.
because I mean, the composition and everything on that one, it's too close to the sharp shadows assignment. So this is what I came up with. And the
Okay.
concept on this one is basically coming out of the darkness. So that's the initial concept I had. And initially, I had nothing on it. It's just me and the 4x5. But it was just too plain, I guess.
Hmm.
So I added the ice cubes because thinking, okay, we are under ice, under lockdown, frozen in place. And when I added the ice cubes, I was like, no, it's got to be more than that. So I thought, okay, maybe analog to digital transition. So then I started to add the slides and added the negative. So that's it.
Okay. So, is this a composite or
Yes, it is a 6 image composite.
okay? I didn't know if you were using some sort of glass or.
No, oh, yeah. I mean, I guess I could have done it that way. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know. So that's great. Cool. What lens did you use? Over here, we got a 24 to
24
70
to
at 70 millimeters.
right. I could have used a 70 to 200, but I felt that that would compress my soft too much. So I
That's
didn't even
cool.
try.
It's very, very cool. This is definitely a keeper shot,
Okay.
Arnold. Definitely a keeper. And I
But
think it's a way better shot than this one.
right? Do you feel this is more like a photo illustration?
Say it again?
Do you think this is more like a photo illustration?
Yeah. No, I think it's a photo.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't see that you've done much illustrating. You've composited things. No, it's a photo. Absolutely.
Okay.
Nicely done, too.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just two lights. I mean, I tried to add a hill light, a background light, and
Uh-huh.
it the concept of coming out of the darkness is removed because it becomes a regular portrait. So I just stuck with two lights.
Yeah, looks very good, man.
Oh, thanks. And then I had to add the black flags because to for the background.
The flag's here.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Very good.
Thanks.
Good concept. Well done. Uh, very well done, man. Pretty solid. Ilona,
Hi, Don.
hi. Is this the family?
Yes, that's my quarantine crew.
Okay. Did you actually shoot it on film?
No, that's post.
Oh, okay.
But I did shoot it with the in mind that I wanted it in black and white, and I wanted each person being separate. So I figured having a film strip would add to it.
Mm-hmm. Um, is there a strip up here too?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's only one kind of camera that I know of that would make an image vertical on the horizontal film, and that is a half frame camera. Did you ever hear of a half frame camera?
Mm-mm.
Olympus made one. I had one for a long time. I loved shooting it. It took half a frame. So a roll of 36 was 72 pictures. So
Oh,
when you
wow.
held your camera normally, like this, a normal hold, you took a vertical picture. It just cut
Oh.
the frame in half.
That's
And
interesting.
it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Hmm.
I mean, they were always a struggle to use them because they had lots of grain. You had to, they were half the size of a 35. So they took a lot of blowing up. But the contact sheets were just awesome. I love the contact sheet. This is very nice. Lit from the side, also black and white, 24 millimeter. Really, a 24 millimeter?
Yes.
Okay. On a crop frame?
No. I have a D750.
Okay. And you use a
I
24.
obviously crop the sides to get a little closer, but yeah,
Okay.
it kind of the Sigma 24 that I have it's much sharper than my Tamron, so I've decided I wanted to shoot with that.
Uh-huh.
So I like the images a little better.
I wonder if the 24 is pulling out the mask here in the middle. I bet it is. So it doesn't look distorted to me, and a 24 would look pretty distorted at this distance. But I'll bet
Well,
you the distortion's all in the
yeah, I mean,
mask.
I cropped in Photoshop a little more, so
Uh-huh.
so the distortion would be on the sides, but I just had a black background, so there was not much to be distorted about. So I
Okay.
had each person in the middle, just intentionally, so that would not be distortion.
Wow, it's really cool. You gonna print this for your house or your home?
I might. I guess it would be fun memory, right, for this time.
Well, I don't know if it's fond, but it would be a memory.
Yeah, it definitely will make it to an album for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. An album of this would be a great cover shot for a book of all the stuff that you did in the last 8 weeks, your house and the family and all the pictures that you've taken at home. Make a little
Yeah, and
bird
I've
book
been
out of
doing
it.
the 366, so I've had every day something during this. So yeah, I could definitely do that.
Yeah, very cool. It was really cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
And this is Itty Bitty Tammy. Is Itty Bitty Tammy here?
Itty Bitty Tammy's here. Well,
There
Mini
we
Me's
go.
not here right now. Hi.
Really nice, Tammy.
Thanks. It's just natural light, and I mean both the scene from our outside our driveway, and I'm just sitting on I'm actually sitting on our there on our table outside,
Okay.
and I just photoshopped them together. So I shot the scene is shot with a 50 millimeter, and I'm shot with a 100 millimeter.
Okay. That's a cool effect.
Thanks.
I
It's
mean,
just
yeah.
you can see how bright it was. So I brought the exposure down quite a bit, and then I kind of like light painted with Capture One, just kind of and then a little bit in Photoshop and stuff. Kind of add some depth and things.
I think it's really cool. I only have one thing that man, I'd color that
one
green.
Yeah, I saw that after I had posted. I thought, well, it's up now.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, that draws your eye.
It does.
Yeah.
pulls the eye over there. I just colorize it green. You do that.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna do that before. I'm gonna put this up on my mini-me portfolio on my website, but I'm gonna remove that first.
Well, it's really cool. What a great shot. What a great self-portrait too, by the way.
Thanks. It was one of my more natural. I've got the remote kind of hiding. I'm sitting doing all kinds of. As you see the takeouts, I'm just kind of. It looks really goofy.
You getting your mojo back?
A little bit, yeah. It's starting to come back just slowly. But it has.
Good.
I mean, I haven't really been shooting since like December or something. So, it's work's getting better. It's my day job because I don't. Yeah, it's been a very stressful time.
Well, keep at it.
I will. I'm trying to make myself make at least one photo, and I do a little bit, Instagram story stuff, just trying to pretty clouds or flowers or something, just to kind of keep it going. But I'm trying to do each weekend, trying to do some kind of a picture. I've been very much inspired by Jamie Beck, doing flower portraits. Is there, pictures of flowers and stuff like that?
Now, who's this?
N Street Studios. Do you know? Jamie Beck, she's they're the ones that invented the cinematograph. She's moved to the south of France, and she does her tabletop. She does tabletop with flowers and things. Are beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. And she shows her whole process, putting things up. When she screws up, how she puts things together. It's really inspiring. And
Cool.
Could you add her name to the chat, please, Tammy?
yeah, let me see. It's I think she's called jamiebeck.co now on Instagram. .co, I think. Let me just check. But she did in isolation creation all 60 days where France was in lockdown. Every day she did a beautiful still life with flowers she's found around France, and just shows her process putting things together and how she uses museum wax and a little bottle here to hold something up and stick there, and her bug collection. It's just really,
Cool.
it's fascinating to watch her.
Cool.
So I'll make sure that's the right address. But yeah, so
Thank you.
So yeah, you're welcome. But anyhow, Mini-Me's back.
I think it'd be that would be a very interesting and fun way to create something that was both consumer and B2B as well.
What's that? This?
Yeah.
Because I've already got two people wanting me to do Mini-Me portraits for them or their families.
I would imagine that it would be definitely something to pursue.
It would be fun. I just need to get my business. I closed down my business, so I don't have to start over again. But I'm thinking, then I'll just start over. We'll see.
Don't go.
Right now, I'm not going to stress up.
Yeah, don't go too business heavy until you've got clients coming in.
Exactly, and plus I've got I know where I'm going. I think didn't know where I was going.
Right.
With the whole thing, so.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thanks.
Carmen, look at Carmen's mysterious photograph. Looks like something from a movie.
I love that, Carmen.
Thanks. That's my front door to my studio.
And that's the little road, the little street outside?
It's a little street, and I'm on a corner, and that street is like a dead end street, which is kind of cool because I can shoot stuff out there because it's a very small street.
Nice.
There's no traffic. And then the one on the left is more a thoroughfare, but it's still, there are no cars because where I am, it's a street zone, a walking zone.
Uh-huh.
Cars aren't permitted. But that was my first idea of just a silhouette kind of stepping out into this whole new world. But in the comments, I have another photograph that was toward the end, and that's really how I'm feeling. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I'm sure you're not alone feeling that way.
Mm-mm.
Definitely not.
Very nice. I'm doing something about mine. I'm riding out of here on my motorcycle on Thursday morning, heading up to Utah. That's a great shot.
Thank you.
Well, those are both really good shots, by the way. They're both really good. But I love this one. This sort of very mysterious. And are you shooting with a 10-second delay, or are you shooting with a remote?
The 10-second delay because I couldn't find my remote.
Okay.
So it
So
was like
you-
shuffle, quick. I should have pointed my head more this way. Run back, take another shot. My butt is sticking out too much.
Okay. I think you got the head turned just the right amount.
Yeah, I knew that I needed to have, if you just saw the back of my head, it would just be a blob. You needed some kind of a profile.
Yeah.
And then, keeping like on my right arm, just having a little bit of a gap so you can see that it wasn't a blob as well. Just not too much of a blob. Anyway, 60 images later,
All the reflections back in here just killer.
And the thing that what I really was focusing on was that window with the bars.
Mhm.
Because even though the door was open, you're still kind of confined still.
Well, it's
And
very
I had it
tentative. There's a lot of
Yeah.
tentativeness in the body language there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Strong picture.
Thank you.
Very strong picture. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Is Alex here?
Hi, yes I am.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
Good, thanks.
How you feel after homeschooling? Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's just a really cool shot too. Look how creative we all are when we make shots of ourselves, huh? Pretty cool.
Yep, and now I'm going to go call a hairdresser.
Have you got your hair cut yet?
No, I haven't. It's been like 4 months.
Well, that looks great. I love this little guy right here, coming right down in the middle there. Your light's on both sides, but it's interesting you don't have any light up at the top. We still see the top of your head, but no lighting at the top. And then your light starts to fade off dark down in here. So we just have these two spots coming this way. It's very clever. It's
I was actually shooting a wine bottle and I just thought, oh, I wonder what that lighting would look like on a person. So I just stood in there instead.
stood in between.
Uh-huh.
Very cool, Alex.
Thanks.
This is your next album cover.
Yeah, it would work actually.
Yeah, it would really work, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, depending on which music you played. I mean, if it was Bach, maybe not, but if it was...
Yeah, maybe punk rock would be all right.
If it was what?
Maybe punk rock, right?
Yeah. Yeah. John, maybe you could do John Cage's 6 minutes and 33 seconds for marimba. Huh? Have to work on it, but you'll get it.
Yeah.
Or is it 5 minutes, 33 seconds?
4 minutes, 33.
It's 4 minutes, 33 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing the extended disco version.
That was the uncut.
Yes. All right. Very nice. Really cool. 50 millimeter or 85?
Yeah, 50.
50?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that's so fun. Greg.
Hello.
Hi. Is this you in the weeds, or did you Photoshop this in? That's you in the weeds, isn't it?
No, that's actually my reflection in my front window.
Oh.
My bush is out the other side of the window. The sun was coming straight through those bushes and reflected on my face. Just my face reflecting back in the window. So that's just one single shot.
Looks like Sean Connery.
No.
So did you put the lens right up against the glass?
No, actually,
No?
I've got my 7200 on there, and it's at 175 millimeters, and it's right under my chin, just
Down here, huh?
to the left there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're not seeing anything coming back this way.
Now I caught my own reflections. That'd make it, and I spent several minutes getting just so. You know.
Yeah. Wow, that's very cool.
Thanks.
Now, what made you think of
Thank you.
this?
I noticed it. I didn't think of it. I noticed it. I saw the picture and then had my camera right there on the tripod. I was working on something else and just swung it over. At the time, my next shot's the behind the scenes. At the time, I was sitting there at my piano practicing. I looked over through the window and I saw my reflection there. I was like, oh. So I'm sitting on that stool and just kind of swiveled over and grabbed my camera and started playing with that, setting it up.
Got it. Yeah.
So you kind of see
Singing,
that now.
were you singing a little Elton John, were you?
I think I was working on some Elton there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nicely done, man. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, and Sophie.
Can you do her at the end?
I
She's
can.
still working at the moment.
I can. No problem. That's
Okay.
not a problem at all.
Okay.
I think it's fascinating that Sophie cut all her hair off so she could buy a pink wig.
Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yeah,
she's
we'll get
funny.
Sophie. All right, Mark Shaw, color and black and white, huh, Mark?
Yeah, Don. I liked them both. I thought, well, what the heck?
I like them both too. I do. I think in this particular case, I like the warmth of the color one.
Okay.
I do. When we do the color one, the camera stands out way more. Look, notice it?
Yeah.
And then boom, the camera. Because we bring all the warm tones into your face and your hands, then the camera, even though it's black, the camera seems to stand out more. Where in the black and white, the camera and these colors around it, you know, all these monotones around it are pretty much the same. I think I like the color better. What? Now, how did you like this, sir?
There it is there.
Okay, so you're sitting on the stool,
Yep.
and and you got a fill over here.
Yeah, I got a reflector there.
Just
And then
keep
all
it-
I did, Don, was I just used a couple of gradients for adjustment layers.
Yeah, well, the post looks really interesting. Looks fun. That's cool. So this little guy over here, really all it's doing, it's not really lighting you up here. It's just keeping your ear and your hair from going into the black.
That's about it.
That's all you needed for this. Cool. Cool.
Thanks, Don.
Yeah, what lens, sir?
It was my 24-70, and I shot it about, I think it was 46.
Now you shooting into a mirror?
Nope. There it is there.
So then you just sat there with another camera and lens.
Yeah, I used my wife's little Fuji for the shot, and then I used my camera to shoot it.
Got it. Okay, that's very cool. And I like the warming filter because apparently your natural color is just a little off. I'm glad you warmed it up, Mark. It's this whole green thing just isn't working for me.
That's my studio assistant.
Yeah, that's you call him COVID, do you?
No, he's Harvey.
Harvey, all right.
Harvey the Halloween skull.
Very cool. Good job.
Thanks, Don.
Fun shot. McAllister. How wide is that lens is that, McAllister? Is John here? Oh, he's not here. Very cool, John. Very cool. I would have expected something like that from John. There it is. Look at that short little thing of stairs, and here it's just 3 stairs, but it looks, you know, monumentally long. Probably, well, he doesn't say here, but I'm going to guess somewhere around a 17 millimeter lens, 16 millimeters, something like that, maybe even wider. That's really wide down here. Maybe 615, 16, somewhere around that. But very cool, John. Very cool. I do like this one better than the one where the foot is coming out and is so big. I like this a lot. Good job, sir. Good job. Donna.
Hello.
Hi. What a cool
Hi.
little, you got a cool little soft headshot going here.
Yeah, I didn't do behind the scenes.
So you're using just window light?
Yes,
And is there sun behind that window, or is it ambient behind the window?
it's the sun. It's late in the day, so the sun's
Okay.
going down. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's given us the twofold lighting
Yes.
here. We're getting a little bit brighter here, a little bit more ambient here, and the brightness down here along the fingers as well. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It was not fun. I did not enjoy this one. I don't like being in front of the camera.
Yeah, I know. But we all have to have an about me shot.
Yes, yes. I realize that.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where we just kind of have to, I'm right there with you. We just have to bite the bullet and do it. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Well, that's the attitude I had going into it.
Yeah. Very nice soft lighting. Doesn't look like he used any fill card on this side at all.
No, I wanted it. I wanted it dark there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And really nice. Good job, Donna.
Thank you.
Fun shot. This could be a nice, this is a little serious for an about me shot,
Yeah.
but it could be really good for collection bills, collection
Okay.
notices. So you could say, I see your account is overdue.
I wanted to show that I was in deep thought with my gratitude journal.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what I was basically, one of the things I picked up during this COVID thing was writing a gratitude journal.
Yeah, well, it works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. It changes your brain chemistry. If
It
we can
does.
change
Yeah.
our brain chemistry, it works pretty well. Yeah.
Yep. It does.
I'm doing this James Altucher thing where you do a little bit of the gratitude, but you also come up with 10 ideas every morning. First thing before you come out
Okay,
of
yeah.
bed, you 10 ideas, not 10 good
You're
ideas,
freezing up there.
just 10 ideas.
Just
Um,
10 ideas.
yeah, they don't have to be good. They just have to be 10
Yeah.
ideas. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, you think, well, that's not hard. Sometimes you get to number 7 and you're going, I think I'm burned. I'm done. But I make it so I have to get out I have to get 10 before I get up. Daniel Franks, how are you, sir?
Hi, Don. Pretty good. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. You know, when I saw the thumbnail of this, I thought you were holding a bottle of whiskey there.
That would help.
Nice framing with the door.
Yeah, thanks. That's what caught my eye first before I did the shot was the greenery back there and the little framing.
So you got sunlight out there, and then it looks to me like you got a flash inside.
Yeah, if you look at the next image, this shows the BTS.
Okay. Yeah, that works. 50 millimeter. How did you get your exposure for outside? Just trial and error?
Yeah, just shot without the strobe going off until I got it dark enough, and then turned on the strobe.
Yeah.
And I was running back and forth to look at the back of the camera because I can't use my remote without when it's tethered. So
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you add the vignette in post?
I did add some vignette in post, but there was a little bit of natural
Okay.
shade on the left and on the lower right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it look excessive?
Yeah, absolutely. To me, it looks like a small umbrella. When I clicked over and saw your shot and saw that it was a softbox, it's just a 2x3, so it's a small softbox. So that's probably
Yeah.
what's doing it. But an umbrella can give this kind of roundness, especially with the paint and everything else here. Very nice.
Thanks.
Good. How's the weather over there?
Very nice. It's always nice in San Diego.
Are you up on the bluff or are you down on the water?
Oh, I'm inland a little bit. Yeah.
Inland?
Near Escondido.
Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorite roads in the world, man.
Yeah.
Yep. I ride that all the way out to Salton Sea, over the mountain,
Nice.
Julian, and down into
Yep.
the desert.
Yeah, that's a nice ride.
Very nice, Daniel. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Carla.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Carla. How are you?
Good, thanks, and you?
Good. I would have expected nothing less from you.
I did this yesterday. I was up the last minute, but yeah, there's a lot of faults with it.
These are separate too? You didn't go and find big ones to put your hands
No,
through.
the only ones I could find were like minute. They were tiny. I wanted to try to find a big lock, but I could only find at our supermarket because everything's closed at the moment still, and they were like about not 3 centimeters, not even. So yeah, no, those locks were small.
You're so good with your Photoshop, you know.
Well, I had a bit of a hard time because I just still don't think this is right. I think something's wrong. The perspective is not right. I think the background maybe should be. I think the background I got from Unsplash, and I think that it's shot from a higher level than what
You're
I
absolutely right.
shot.
Yeah, the camera's
Yeah.
like this from Unsplash,
Yeah.
and you're like this.
Exactly.
And it's just not competing. Not.
It's bothering me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could take the background and kind of like pull it out so it gets smaller and appears.
I did. I tried that, but it got so thin in the middle that I lost all the sides, and then I tried like filling it in Photoshop, and eventually I just stuck with this. And then I thought actually today I would reshoot it and I would lie on my garage floor, which is also a bit like not as bad as this, but it's also a bit concretey. But I didn't get a chance, so I just left it like this.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you'll get.
I like it.
You'll get the
looks
right
really
background
surreal.
for it. You will.
Sorry?
You'll get the right background for it. The other thing that I see is that you've got a bit of a wide angle going on here. 24, 28.
It's actually no. I actually went and checked now. It's at 45 mils, but I look really wide. I didn't notice that until I had finished all the Photoshop work. How weird I looked. But it's actually 45 mils, but the camera's quite close. So
okay, because the hand is reaching as the distance of the hand to the finger is pretty much your face here. So there's even though it's a 45, there's still a little bit distortion because you're reaching so much. And when I look at the background shot, I don't see any distortion.
Yeah.
So I think it's because of the camera coming up higher, coming down. Yeah, find the right background and you've got it.
Okay.
You've got it. Yeah. Very cool.
And the locks, also like the lock on my left hand, also I think is not. it's too close to my head, and it should be close. It should be smaller because my hand is so small. I don't know. I also battled with that.
You could also maybe make it a little more, a little less sharp. It should be a little more out of focus, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I did blur the background there, but I don't actually think I blurred the lock. Yeah, you're right.
That helps a tiny bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, it's cool. Great concept.
Cool.
Yeah, great concept.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Eileen Thomas.
I'm here, Don.
Hi, Eileen. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you put a bunch of shots in here that you've taken over this. I recognize these from class, and that one's from class.
Yeah, these are all. It was the concept. Just summarize what we did in the last 8 or 9 weeks.
Very cool.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, inspired by that book again, by his selfie and his by Gary and this book.
And this is you?
That's me. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. What did you actually make the prints and then put them down here and shoot them?
Yep.
Okay, so it's not a Photoshop montage at all. It's a
no Photoshop, all practical.
All right, you made them look like Polaroids. Very cool.
Oh yeah. Yep. Just forced them into a Polaroid aspect ratio.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty simple.
It's very nice. I
Thank
like
you.
it a lot. This would make a nice. It's a nice. Your composition here is really strong. You've got.
Yeah.
And I say that because you've got 2 dark shots, and you put them together, and you put them in places where they anchor the picture. Because these offset these beautifully. This blue and that pink are nicely offset, and then the 3 going across the top with the brightest cherry, etc. This is the brightest color in the entire image up here, right at the top of the picture. So it's really, really well planned and well thought out.
Yeah, well, we try. It's like you say, you try to if you randomize, it doesn't look right, right?
Right.
It's hard to randomize.
Yeah, if we start thinking we can randomize things and we discover we can't at all.
It's hard to. I tried a couple of variations.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
And behind the scenes is very simple. Thank you.
Pull up the behind.
Enjoyed your series. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you for being here, Eileen. Hope you enjoyed it. I want to see your set here.
Behind the scenes for the final shot, anyway. I didn't do behind the scenes.
I don't know what's going on. It's just not loading. Isn't that weird?
Okay, if you want one of them.
Oh, here we go.
I just doubt you. This is ginger beer. You could have the ginger beer if you want it. It doesn't have alcohol.
A lot of talk in the background?
I'm sorry?
Somebody's got talking in the background. I can hear somebody talk about ginger beer.
Yeah. I have people over, so I'll mute it.
That's okay.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
It's Memorial Day,
Yeah. Good set. Nicely done. Did you have a fill card on this side?
I did have one. Yeah, I took it away for that shot.
Yep. I figured you would have, because the shot is so even over here.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I even did it out in Lightroom as well. So.
Okay, good. Richard.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Richard. So you're down in the subway, are you?
Partway in the subway, yeah. It's living in the picture. It's the behind the scenes instead of a real behind the scenes. So lots of myself working on the picture and a composite. So the subway is from Unsplash,
Okay.
but the rest is shot in studio.
So what's this guy doing? What's this thing in his hand? Oh, I see. It's a tube of some sort.
It's a tube, yeah. That's where the softbox should go.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that was a saxophone in there.
No.
You're heading down to the subway to make some cash.
Yeah, could be. I didn't figure out an entire story for the stage guy.
That's very cool, man. That's all you working there.
Yes.
So how many different shots, Richard?
4.
Four shots, and then plus the background, or was one of these shot?
No, it's the background, the real backgrounds from my studio is from one of the shots, and yeah, that's the left part of the picture is an unsplash image.
Got it. All right. Very cool, man.
Thank you.
I love it. So imaginative.
Yeah, I couldn't get the notebook to light up. The flashes were too bright for the notebook screen, even on the highest setting.
Well, this blue cord coming down here is very cool. With all the symmetry going on in the picture, you know, all the verticals and horizontals, and then this little serpentine cord. That looks very cool.
Yeah, I dabbled around with the cord a bit.
Very fun. Very fun. No, that guy's an idiot. It's me and my granddaughter and the rubber ducky.
This was epic.
And,
epic.
You know, she keeps wanting to trade the pool cleaner for the rubber ducky, but I'm just not having it. Nope. I explained to her.
I love this.
I got the rubber ducky at the dollar store. I spent $1 on that. You know, she comes up with cash, we can talk, but until then. Very cool. Oh,
I hope you made a big print of that one, Don.
I made a 11 by 17.
Oh, good.
Because my wife and my daughter were like, "You gotta make a big one, Papa." I said, "All right, all right."
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
For her, for your granddaughter,
yeah,
when she's
not for you.
17, you know, that's not for you. It's for her.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna take
agree.
it.
I mean,
I'm gonna take one of the prints down to the place down here, and they're gonna laminate it, and then you know, put it on a little like a gator board, and then laminate the front of it. You know, she's only 4, so if I give her a print, you know, she'll end up putting a crayon to it at some point. So, and then they can stick it in her room to terrify her. And all right, Jerry, are you
Hi,
here?
Don. Yes.
Hey there, how are you?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Nice hat. Nice hat. Very good.
Yeah, it's not my hat, but I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, I like it. I like the look of it. So, how did you like this, Jerry? Is this is that you? Yes.
Yep. Yeah. So the softbox on the left, just forward from where I was sitting with the grid on it, and I just have a reflector then on the right.
Okay. You know what I kind of like about it? I kind of like the way the light's coming in here. And then the grid is keeping it off the rest of your arm here. And then I guess it's a reflector that's coming in here and getting the inside of your arm brighter up in here. And you didn't get that super dark under the eyes that tends to happen. Let's go back and look at the lighting again, because I think it's worthwhile. So you're sitting here, and the grid, the grid is starting to fall off down your arm. Very cool. What lens?
I was using the 18 to 55. I think it was at 35, so that'll be a 50 mil equivalent.
All right. Yeah, looks like a 50. Very serious.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not the best of a model, to be honest, but way too serious. I added the texture in post.
Oh, okay. So this is not a, this is just
No.
like paper or something and you added the texture?
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, that sure has changed from the old days. Man. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. We got to go find Sophie's.
I'm here. Yay.
Yes. So explain to me how you cut all your hair off and then go buy a pink wig.
It's not even a wig. It's a head warmer for the winter.
A head warmer.
Yeah, and it's real fur, which is like, I found this on the market. We have, you know, the market, the open market with clothes and stuff. And one winter I'm walking past and I see this thing on top of a head, and I'm just like, and I had to go back, and I thought it was pure acrylic, obviously, and because I go there and it's like 20 euros, and I'm like, what, 20 euros, you know, and it's real fur. But
From
it's brilliant.
From
it's
the
so
pink
bad,
polar
it's brilliant.
bears, or where is this fur found?
It's actually from back in the days where they were allowed to sell fur and it wasn't a crazy thing. And it's these market sellers, sometimes they just find old stock. And so this is some old stock. Nobody would create that anymore. Nobody would dare sell that and make that anymore.
No.
And so it was just from very ancient stock, and they were just getting rid of it. And
Well, that's
they
really
had
cool.
them in yellow, in green, in red, and I regret not going back fast enough to get the other colors. But hey,
You got the pink.
I got the pink. So
we sometimes talk about ethics in commercial photography, and people have asked me, are there things you won't shoot? And I'm quite comfortable with people hunting. I have no problem with people hunting, but I don't shoot real fur. I have never shot real fur. Now, something like this is, you know, an antique.
Exactly. I would never me today go and buy real fur in a brand new shop.
Right.
Especially, I live in the south of France. It's way too hot here. So it's just no need for it. So this today, I would never do it. But this is old. It's like going to a vintage place and finding it.
Yeah.
For me, you know.
Sure. Yeah, it's already been done. Yeah. I wouldn't do anything new.
Absolutely.
And I also turned down a calendar once from a guy here who made holsters and leather goods for guns. And he wanted a girls and machine guns calendar. The girls would be in lingerie shooting machine guns. And I went, yeah, I don't think I'm not the right guy for that. I just, you know, I'm okay with cheese, but that was way too much cheese. And I'm really glad I turned it down, because the guy who did it said it was a nightmare working with the client. So two things I turned down. I also won't do anything with kids smoking. So I don't have a problem with people smoke. I really don't. I think it's dumb, but I don't want to I don't preach to them, you know.
Hello.
I think everybody should have the right to be stupid. I mean, I'm okay with that. I do stupid stuff as well. I'm going to ride off on a motorcycle here on Thursday. It's going to be the hottest day of the year. And I'm heading up to southern Utah, where it's going to be the hottest days of the year up there as well. So we all do stupid stuff.
Don't make your tires. But you know, I hope your tires don't melt on your motorbike.
No, not that hot. Not that hot. It's much hotter here. It'll be like 95 up there. And I'm used to, when I've gone there in the past, it's been like 85, you know, a little bit more comfortable. 90, the difference between 10 degrees is noticeable.
Yeah.
Really noticeable. And it's all, where I'm going is all rock. Capitol Reef, Escalante. It's all, you know, you're standing there in rock. So, but I'm I'm looking forward to it. So really looking forward to it. All right. So
Great.
any questions at all about photography or what you all doing? I hope everybody's staying safe and getting ready to reopen and get back to work, whatever your work is. And we opened 2 weeks ago. We seem to be doing okay.
Hey, John, it's John here. I joined a bit late.
Hey, John, how are you?
Hey. Oh, okay, thanks.
We loved your
Don't normally
shot.
join this one, so
Loved your shot. How wide of a lens was it? I guessed 16.
yeah, 16. Yeah,
16.
yeah, 16. F22. But I found I need to get a new lens because it's a bit soft, which it shouldn't have been soft.
Is this the Canon 16?
Yeah, yeah. So it's the 16 to 35, 2.8.
It's a great lens. It's supposed to, one of the sharpest lenses, but mine always was a little soft right there. Always a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So I've looked and I'm going to get the 1635 f4 because that's supposed to be better.
Yeah, it is. The 17 to 40 is very sharp, but not at 17. At 19, 20, 21, the sharpness is really, really cool. But at 17, just like the 16, it's very sharp at 35. It's really sharp at 20, but at 16, it just starts to fall off. So
yeah. So anyway, so that's yeah. So this was interesting. So I'm looking at Platon and some of his wider angle, low angle shots.
I think I've told you the story about what I used to carry back in the film days, right? I had a 16 and an 18 and a 20 and a 21. When you have a 20 and a 21, you are out of your mind.
Yeah.
And then a 24, 28, a 35.
Wow.
35 PC, a 50, an 80, an 85, a 100, a 105, a 135, a 180, and a 200. And again, if you have a 180 and a 200, what are you thinking about? I mean,
you're okay if you're in the studio. Can't turn it around. That's a different story.
Oh gosh, oh yeah, the bag weighed about 44 pounds with it because it had we had 3 F3s with motors, so right there is 24 batteries.
Yeah,
that's a lot of batteries.
That's a lot of battery. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, and then over the other shoulder, I had a Balcar system with 2 heads and a little teeny pack, and that was probably a good 22, 23 pounds. I wrecked my back once doing a shoot. I got the flu when I was shooting, and your joints get all inflamed. And I went to 7 states in 5 days, shooting for a dry cleaning company, shooting all their vice presidents, regional vice presidents, and carrying all that crap through airports. I really, really wrecked my back. I was out of work for probably a month because I couldn't stand up. I just laid on the floor. So
I just have 2 lenses now. But I tried to do this my 24 105, but it wasn't wide enough. And then I've got my 70-200, and that's what I take with me now.
Yeah, if you have 24 to 70 and 70 to 200, you're pretty much covered pretty much everything I can think of.
Yeah.
You don't have the real fast, you're stuck at 2.8, so you don't have those really fast things either. But it's kind of tricky to shoot at 1.4.
I've got a new camera now. I've got the latest Canon 5D, the mirrorless, but I can't get used to it.
What, the R7?
R5, R7, something it is. Yeah,
okay.
I've not really used it, but it's got really good ISO. So I think the speed of the lens.
I got to figure out what I'm going to do if I'm going to buy another DSLR or if I'm going to go to the mirrorless. I do like that camera. It's a wonderful camera, but I don't know if I want to start going down whole new system, because really to take advantage of that camera, you should buy the lenses that are manufactured for it.
Yeah, it's got the adapter, and that works. That works well. It's fully functional.
Yeah.
But you're right. But the lenses are so expensive.
So yeah, it's really
it's just the ISO. I was interested in the ISO. I've been holding off with my Mark IIIs. So yeah, I'll start getting used to it. Well, now I'm getting back behind the camera. I'll start using it. I'll give everyone an update and see how I get on.
Very cool.
But yeah.
Well, did we get everybody's pictures? We did. Thank you, everyone, for coming along on this thing. The great 2020 coronavirus. We're all locked down. Let's make pictures.
Don.
Thank you so much, Don, for
Thanks.
doing
I
this
really
for us.
appreciated this.
You are
It's
quite
been
welcome.
vicinity.
All the videos are up there. The page will remain. So
Awesome.
if you want to go back and watch something, please be my guest. Thank you so much. It was great joy meeting the new faces. Those of you in P52, we'll see you up on the boards. Everybody have a great one. Take care now.
You too,
Thanks,
Don.
You're gonna-
See you,
Thank you
everybody.
so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Make that
all.
picture
All right,
bigger.
everyone. It was good being with you.
Bye-bye.
Same here.